was where the slaves will be kept waiting for transportation. But most I'll explain too much in the cave there. Just follow me down, please. Reach there, follow the path. On the side is mud because of the coming in and going out of the sea water. And if you are taller than me, it might run out.
Right. The sea water comes all the way here.
Yeah.
Wow. How big is the cave? Can I go here?
Okay, hi.
Hi.
My name is Tamira. Nice to meet you. Okay, so welcome to Shimoni. In Swahili, the word Shimoni means the place of the caves. The caves are an interesting historical site, and we invite you to visit them while you are in Shimoni. These caves were formed millions of years ago by tiny coral polyps under the sea. Over the millennia, the coastline has been forced upwards by the movement of tectonic plates until what was once a very beautiful coral reef is now a dry land. There are several caves once joined together and reputed to extend some 5 kilometers inland. Due to siltation, the floor has risen, blocking off access to the further caves. What you see now is only the main entrance covered. Here is where the slaves were kept during the 18th to 19th century before shipment to Zanzibar. These slaves were captured from hinterland, often after burning and sacking the whole villages in the most brutal circumstances, and then eventually shipped to the famous slave market in Zanzibar. So the slaves were captured from hinterland, were entered from the further caves. There are some other caves, we call them the 3 giant sisters caves. Those caves are connected to this one. So the slaves were entered from there all the way up to here. So this was a warehouse for the slaves. It was called a warehouse because the slaves were laid like goods. In front of us is a well with semi-salt water. This is a natural well, nobody has cemented, it is not deep. So there is a well that they can connect to this one underneath as well as the sea. So when the sea is high tide, water rises up, and its water, the level goes down. This water was given the slave trade to give the slave for drinking. So the slave were given this water, so there was not an alternative. It is almost certain that these caves were used by slave traders as slave pen where the slaves were held pending the arrival of the dhow to take them to Zanzibar. There are some metal rings attached on the wall and a piece of chain found in the cave. You can just come and see the chain. So this sample of chain was found here. Obviously, it was used to tie a slave on the hands or rather on the legs. And this is a metal ring or a metal hook. And another one are these, and it's worn out because of rust. You can see? So here is where a slave was chained facing like this and punished, while others are looking not to repeat the same mistake. For example, if a slave is rude, chained and punished. So it was the only torturing chamber for the slaves. So on the side of geography, we are going to know the formation of the coral, which forms from the ground going upwards, and those from upwards coming downwards, stalagmite and stalactite. So there are several numbers of stalactite formed by lime dissolved in water, dripping from the roof of the cave. Then the water evaporates, leaving the lime deposit behind. So this is stalagmite. So when stalagmite and stalactite meet, they form another coral called a limestone pillar. And geographically, a centimeter to form takes a century. So you follow the path, please, and if I try than me, please mind your head. Take care, it's a bit stony down. And down here it's muddy because of sea water. As we are heading to the exit, which was in the slave trader take the slave route to the beach. And when it's high tide, water reaches near the entrance, but late evening every day. So mind your head, yeah. And this is stalactite, the coral which forms from the ceiling coming downwards, and you touch on the ground, is still forming, but very, very slowly. You can see this side is shining because of salt. That is calcium carbonate. So it's pretty.
Oh, very pretty. And that's salt on.
Yeah, that is calcium carbonate.
Nice. Very visible. Wow, this cave is massive.
See birds over there, we call them fruity birds. They eat fruits, bananas, apples, mangoes, purples, pineapples. They fly out during night to find fruits and back early in the morning. At the bottom there you can see the young babies. And down it is muddy because of seawater as well as a bat's poo-poo. So it's guano manure, but it is poisonous because it is mixed with salt water. So you can't use for fertilizer because it has too much salt. So we're going to see the exit where the slaves were taken. So mind your area, please.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
If you stand here,
Take care, don't stone it. So here, as you are nearby the sea 20 meters, when the sea is high tide, water reaches near the entrance. So that was the only exit where the slaves were taken through, down to the beach, then on board to Zanzibar. Due to sand, which was brought by sea water, the flow has risen, so you can never go down to the beach. But the community is currently planning to dredge the sand so that the guests will get out from the beach. If you enter from there, then through to the exit. So during the slave trade, they built barriers at the mouth of the cave leading to the sea, prevent water from entering inside. And when they left during the 28th centuries, when the slave trade was abolished, they broke the barriers and water started to enter inside. So the slaves were in dry places and they could be shipped at any time, as well as the cave was deeper and wider, that it was accounting thousands and thousands of slaves. So let's go back to a local people to worship so that we end up our visit.
thank you.
And if by the song Shimoni or My Land is Kenya, those songs were composed by Roger Whittaker.
Bible?
Roger Whittaker. Mind your head. act like a stalactite that melts. So they formed a pillar. So for centuries, the caves were used as kayas, which were shrines, and as a hiding place where the locals would go to avoid attack by other tribes. Kaya is a Mijikenda word which means a holy place or a sacred where local people come to worship. For example, if there is no rain or breakout of any disease. So you can see this bottle with red liquid inside. It's rose water. It's from rose flower. So this is a kind of sacrifice which was there by the locals. Sorry? So at that time, during the slave trade, when the slaves were kept here, the cave was a sad place, but now it is a happy place because it's under community. All the money collected goes to the community. It helps to buy medicine for local dispensaries, paying salaries to 16 teachers, as in Kenya, some of the teachers are being paid by parents, paying school fees to the bright students from the poor family, assisting in paying emergency medical treatment, providing food for the deaf unit, helping orphans and other community needs. So if you'd like to make a donation to help the community around you, is most welcome. I further assist our efforts. Thank you for coming and supporting our community.
Thank you so much.
You have enjoyed our visit, and definitely you tell your friends to visit Shimoni.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome and have a safe journey.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And how many visitors come here every?
It depends. Sometimes if it's high season, we get
Many visitors. And where do they mostly come from? Kenyans
from
or?
Kenya, or we have locals and from abroad.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I think I've gathered enough, yes. Do you know the number of slaves that were held here, approximately?
Sorry? It's like
What number of slaves, yeah, passed through this place?
there's no specific number.